Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show. We are Wednesday, January 31st, 2018. This morning, the market bounced back quite a bit on NASDAQ, and it's been going down almost to zero a few minutes ago. And the Dow Jones still have 130 points, while the TSX is negative, and the SPY is almost nothing right now. And all resources are still very negative. In the last hour, I'd say hour and a half, we had a nice surge on consumer discretionary, but almost this is it. You know, telecom, it's nothing, and the technology, it's because of CGE, Group CGE that went up this morning on its financial earnings, and. But it's coming back, I think, right now. Let me check this out right now. Okay, there we are. So you know, until it's a very nice place. It's a major resistance. The problem is that the stock never kept going up, and now I'm wondering if he's gonna go this side or this side. So we better wait a little bit so the stock takes off again. Even though it's a very important resistance for months and months. So, I mean, it's still a correction on the market right now. It's not very interesting. You know, we have a little rebound, so it's not much is happening since a few days on the market. With you see the Dow correction, it may be not over yet. We just bounce on the support, but as you see, the Dow Jones is not very strong today, and neither the SPY is, and the TSX keep plunging and has almost reached its support right now. So. I think we could expect some interruption of the correction soon, probably, anyway, on the TSX. And So again, we had one more surge on the cannabis stock this morning, but this is over. We had it had triggered quite a few signal at one point. But not the movement as strong as we used to have. We had a couple of movements like Chronos here from there to there that has been interesting, but that's all. That lasts about 15-20 minutes this morning, and for all the rest of the time, there wasn't a lot of money to do that. And now everything is coming back down. You see, like THCX is coming down, and Abcan is coming back down too. So so now we have reached a point on the cannabis stock that we have to be much more cautious, because so many stocks has fallen on their support. Some like the newest, I'd say, uptrend in national access cannabis is still very valid, but in many cases the stock came back to their support. So we hope they are going to recover from it. But as now we are on a quite important support, we just got to make sure that this correction is over, and the sector is not gonna take another correction, because it could be a bad correction. And as we know that many people had one or more position on it, so I think it's important to mention it. So right now, I don't think, even though we had a big correction, that it is the proper time yet to acquire or increase the position until we can see that at least the sector is beginning a new bullish cycle, which is not the case at the moment. So I'm opening the question bar right away, and we'll keep looking at what's happening on the market. But today we can't say that we have a very numerous signal. Look, on the TSX, it's only Group CGE, and on the venture market, we had a few, like I would call it, new stocks like Profound Medical here, a new breakout, a stock that we don't really know, because we don't see it very often, since it's not making volume very often too. So so it seems to be a new story there. And but it's getting quite close to this first resistance. But who knows? It could be something interesting later. This one is a little bit too early. This one is a nice typical reversal from the downtrend to an uptrend. But what I found suspicious is the volume are very weak. What? Okay, thanks. And so, but it's still a nice reversal, but I hate the type of volume that we have here. It doesn't show it's probably because the company is not known enough, but and it's still a new bullish cycle. But you see how funny these big volume on this sideway movement here were. So, it's quite non-typical that we have seen that. So I wonder why those volumes were so big on the sideway movement, and now they're not as even as big on the breakout. Anyway, so that's why I found it suspicious a little bit. And those low volume traded stock, worries me all the time. Look at this breakout there today too. The stock came back. So, it's quite difficult finding very nice signal today. We had a few also on financial result, and how much we don't really believe in breakouts while they happen at the same time as the financial result. I think we're going to the break. Okay, go.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we have a little rebound right now. Not much, not very excited at the moment anyway. And look at, I want to go through the gold sector and the energy sector, which is coming back down again on the energy sector. I think those sector has to be avoided right now because, look, the USO has reversed its last bullish cycle, heading towards the support, while the gas is heading down too towards the next support. But look, this is the energy sector. We have about 6 or 7 stocks that haven't changed trend so far. They're just like kind of erasing last bullish cycle. So it's the same thing for ERF and PEREX. You see, it's just up and down here within a sideways movement. Same thing on Secure, which are on a support here, and they are the only stocks that are not have not broken their last support here, and so they don't deserve the status of bearish downtrend already. It's still a bearish sector, a bearish cycle, because it's erasing the last one. But you know, there aren't many, only 6 or 7 stocks remains, and now we have 2 new breakout, which is GTE, Gran Tierra Energy, and Prairie Sky, which is breaking a very important support. But all of the other stocks there are just heading down, are no longer in any uptrends or whatever. So it's really going down quite a bit at the moment. So until this is over and we have until this sector gets calmer and do some reversal, so we can see a real buy signal, I think we should avoid it. And look at the gold. The gold was bouncing this morning, but now it's still coming back ever since. So and still it's going down at the moment. So look at the stocks that are a little bit weaker. The gold is right here, but the gold stocks are at the bottom, while the price of gold is here. So the gold stocks are really weaker, and there are still some sellers there. So, you know, until we see an important reversal there, stay away from it. And the mining keeps going down as well. So and this morning we had a few questions about the lithium, and it's because the lithium remain on the weak side, you know. So that's why all of those stocks are going down, like Nemaska Lithium returning in the direction of yesterday's low, and many other stocks are doing the same, like Lithium of America, LAC, does the same thing. So it's not because of Nemaska, but it's more a sector movement than only one stock, because it's all over the place. All of those lithium stocks are going down right now. I have a question from David here. Is it a good time to buy NVO? NVO? Actually not. I don't think this signal is strong enough. It's still within a downtrend, and at the best, the stock has just broke through his last support here and came back within its sideways movement. So the best movement you could find there would be at least the stock has to slow down here at the resistance exactly here, and then later on break out with a much heavier volume than we have right now, showing a new bullish cycle outside of the downtrend. And that's the only time you're gonna have a buy signal on that thing. So for the market itself, the Nasdaq market is totally sideways, so it's going to take a while before things changes. And same thing on the Dow Jones today at 2 o'clock in an hour and a quarter. It's the FOMC, the Fed announcement. So maybe it could create some volatility. We don't know yet what to expect about that. Oh, I can see a little movement here on the blockchain. Let me see that. It is BTL. BTL. Oh, okay. So it's not very impressive on the daily chart. It was more impressive on not there, but here. On this one, so on the 5-minute chart here. So you see it's going sideways at the moment, but it looks like there could be some more buyer at the door. The volume does not confirm that yet, but the stock seems to be ready for another movement. And what about the other? Let me check that. Hive is very negative still because the stock is now under its very important support. HashChain is not even better. Datametrics neither. Block 1 Capital is going down too. So BTL is the only one. So you may be able to go a little bit day trading on it in the afternoon, but that's all, and remain cautious anyway. CUV at 38 cents. CUV at 38 cents. Okay, Cuba Venture. It's a very important support right now. It's still holding, but it's not holding very strongly. So at 20 cents, technically, there would be another sell signal on that stock. So for now on, there is no other sector that are interested right now, so we have to wait. For best success, we have to wait until this wave of seller is over and we can see the buyer back on that market, because right now there's not even any sector that is recommendable at the moment. And for the cannabis stock, well, you can check a little bit this afternoon for some activity on the upside, but it's not what's happening right now. So far it's coming down a little bit, like Leaf's coming down and Aphria is coming down, and it's quite clear to see where the signals are. There are multiple resistance on most of the stock for the day, and in order to buy this even in the short term, you have got to see the stock breaking those important resistance that are there since about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you very much for attending. We'll catch you next time.